Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Target exclusive Starro Wave Superwoman. Now before we get into it here, let's first take a look-see at both the front and the back of the packaging. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now before we get into the meat and taters of this review, Superwoman does come with a collectible trading card featuring some nice photography of the figure standing before you. And as I always say, I do prefer artwork from the source material, but this is good too. Nice portrait there. On the back there's a bio that you can pause and read at your own leisure. But to my understanding, this is not actually an evil version of Princess Diana, but actually Donna Troy. So that's very interesting. Should also be worth noting she comes with the next piece of the collectible Starro figure, which I've already started to put together with the front piece from Ultraman. And this thing looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope I didn't screw myself putting this front piece on, though. That would suck if I couldn't attach the next parts here and here, because I already put this on the front. So hopefully it's not one of those where you kind of had to wait for the third figure before you started putting it together. That'd be kind of a dick move on Todd's part, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. That said, it does have a little bendy wire up here, so you can pose this top bit around a little bit, not a ton. But I will say, based off the mouth this thing has, this looks like it's going to be a really cool figure. That said, speaking of Starro, she also comes with a little baby Starro, which can fit on her torso. It's a little bit more of a tighter fit because she is a female character. She's obviously got a smaller build to her male counterparts in this wave. You could fit it over like that. Probably better than that, but just for something on the fly, there you go. That said, she does also have the hockey puck display stand that we're used to seeing in this line. I mean, we get them with every figure. Nothing new there. Taking a closer look at Superwoman here, I think this is a step up from the Ultraman. That said, I always like Wonder Woman more than Superman, so take that for what it's worth. But she looks really cool, man. I really dig this figure. That said, looking cool and actually being cool are two totally different things, in my opinion. Because she does some things really well. She does some things not so well. We're going to talk about those. As far as her articulation goes, she's got a swivel in the head with a up and down a little bit. And like my voice, it squeaks a little bit, so take that for what it's worth. No real tilt. And she looks like she wants to speak to your manager right now. And I'm going to say that if someone like this, that's this jacked, asks to speak to your manager, you better let him speak to your manager, because it looks like she's about to beat the ever-living shit out of you. That said, her shoulders go out to the side. More than 90, so that's good. She's got that ball peg joint that actually works pretty well for some adjustment posing. Swivel goes all the way around. It does have a bicep swivel, but it's pretty hindered, I would say. Okay. Oh no, there we go. Very squeaky, but very hindered on that side. What about this side? I guess they're just like that. Let's see if I can get it to twist all the way around. That kind of loosened them up a bit. So, take that for what it's worth. They are tight, but you can loosen them up. Double jointed elbow. Works okay. Looks alright from this joint, but this one not so much. It's a little bit gappy. She's got a hinge ball peg in the wrist there. So it can rotate where it plugs into the arm as well as the hand. Nothing to hold onto, not even like a black lasso. So that kind of sucks. Gonna have to supply your own there. I'm sure they'll release this figure single carded with accessories at some point. I just don't know when that's gonna be. It's got a ball jointed waist. Nothing in the diaphragm there. Really nice sculpt on the back though, and really nice torso sculpt overall. You can tell she's got some chesticles going on. She's got some bulk going on. Really well proportioned figure in the torso department. Legs seem a bit long. She's got a lot of leg going on, but she is a female character. And let's just say that, is it Great White taught us anything? Women got hot legs! So, take that for what it's worth. She can't kick out to the side though, despite the fact she does have this little kind of skirt piece here. She can kick forward, kick back. Not really any thigh cut to speak of on either side. She's got a double jointed knee, which does work. But I ask you, why she needs a spiked kneecap? Give me shit for complaining about the cuts in these figures all you want. That looks atrocious. That looks atrocious. Like, what is that? What is that, man? I think that makes Atrocitus look even better, though. What do you guys think? This one's not so bad. Better dough. Can I talk or what? And then as far as her feet goes, she has the sculpted ankle balls. They're loose as shit. I have yet to see a real benefit to these. Almost all of them are loose as shit. Like, what? This one's okay, I guess. But this is just no, man. No. She's got the rocker, which is steep because she's got heels on. And she's got toe joints, which at least the toe joints on mine anyways are tight enough and neutral. But I can tell you right now, if they do make a single carded version of her and it comes with some kind of accessory, I might try and pick it up on some kind of discount and see if I can't swap the foot out there, because they do pop off pretty easy. And well, I don't like mine falling on her face all the time. Probably saw earlier she had a bit of a forward lean thing going on, so not crazy about that. They need to tighten up the ankles. They need to stop having whoever's cutting these, because they're not doing very good. They look pretty rough in the cut department, especially with that upper knee on good old Superwoman here. So with that being said, let's now move on and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is Superwoman next to a couple of figures of good old Princess Diana from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line. We have Gal Gadot Wonder Woman from Wonder Woman 84 and or Justice League, as well as the Todd Father version of Wonder Woman doing her best impression of Angela from Spawn. Take that for what it's worth. But of the three, I think Superwoman so far is the tallest, despite the fact that the Todd Father version of Wonder Woman has the helmet and or crown thing going on there. That said, is it just me, or is it kind of weird that we haven't gotten a more traditional style Wonder Woman in this line yet? And judging by how Todd McFarlane views female figures, not sure when that's going to happen. And last, but certainly not least, we have our two regulars, the Mythic Legions for the Mandibulus. Love Spawn, as usual, towers over everyone, but in this case, not by much. I do believe this DC Multiverse line is starting to creep up to 11 Spawn status as far as height goes, so watch out, Al. They're coming to get ya. With that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and while I do still think that this figure has its shortcomings, particularly in joint looseness and the way they are cut, I do think it is a step above the Ultraman we got in this wave. That said, keep in mind, I like Wonder Woman more than Superman, so there is that biased opinion. But at the end of the day, this is definitely a step in the right direction. I think this is a solid addition to the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line. And if you are at all interested in completing the collect-to-build Starro, then you definitely want to pick this up. Or if you want another female figure for this line because, well, there's not a whole lot of options out there when you really think about it because of, well, Todd McFarlane. So if you want a good female figure from this line, I think this is one to pick up. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you are so inclined, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. If you haven't already, please hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions. But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is, especially when, again, we don't have a traditional style Wonder Woman in this line yet. Come on, Todd. We want it. We need it. We crave it. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.